population 4,000. But intermixed with the old buildings, churches, and tree-lined streets lies one of the state's great baseball towns, a town rich in the history of America's pastime. In 1947, a young 15-year-old from Oklahoma came to Baxter to play for the local team, the Baxter Springs Whiz Kids. His name, Mickey Mantle. Mantle would go on to a Hall of Fame career with the New York Yankees, but his legend began right here in Baxter Springs. Though the old ballpark on the banks of Spring River is now long gone, it has been said that Mickey once hit a ball out of Kiwanis Park Field and into the Spring River, some 480 feet away. The Baxter Springs baseball program would years later see another future professional athlete come through its Little League system. Although he would go on to play professional golf, Hale Irwin was an outstanding player on his Little League team in his boyhood town of Baxter Springs. In fact, Irwin threw the ball so hard that the other parents voted not to allow him to pitch to their children. He was, however, allowed to pitch for the Baxter All-Star teams. Hale Irwin went from the ball field in Baxter to the University of Colorado and then on to the PGA Golf Tour. He was elected into the World Golf Hall of Fame in 1992. Baxter had no official high school program until Don Carnes began its first team. Carnes quickly built the Baxter Springs baseball team into a state powerhouse, winning their first state title in 1985. Baxter has won several more state titles since. The success of the high school team can be traced back to its Little League program. The Little League has produced many state title teams as well. The field in Baxter has long been considered one of the top fields in the country. The Little League Museum on the grounds of the Little League field admits many visitors every summer. Kansas will always be known as the Sunflower State, but Baxter Springs will always be known as the baseball town.
Baseball is always a huge part of every summer, and there's a special history in the town of Baxter Springs when it comes to America's pastime. But many people forget that Baxter Springs High School program didn't even exist until 1981, until one coach came along and left his mark. KSN's Chris Hagan has a story.
I always wanted to be successful like any coach, but I never dreamed that all this would come about.
18 state tournament appearances, 5 state titles, and 43 players advancing to play collegiate baseball, all in the first 25 years of a Baxter Springs high school baseball program built from scratch by Don Carnes.
When I graduated from college, I always knew I wanted to coach, but you never know until you get your feet wet how things are going to turn out.
When Coach Carnes did get his feet wet in 1981, it didn't take long for the Lions to get results on the baseball diamond. Just 4 years in, they won their first state championship in 1985, but high school ball wasn't enough for Carnes. He coached their Baxter Springs American Legion team as well in order to keep his players together as much as possible.
Each one just kind of complemented the other one. High school helped the Legion, and Legion helped the high school just by getting the kids another 2 months of baseball and practice and everything.
And Carnes' success as a coach translated to American Legion ball as well, where he won 5 state titles and 2 national championships.
Anyone that was 10 times bigger than us, that's who I wanted to play, Bartlesville, Joplin, anyone. And it just helped the kids get better.
And even with all of that success, his primary focus remained on his athletes.
We had 40-some boys go to play college baseball. If you can get them in college, then usually a lot of them will hang around and play baseball long enough to graduate.
But Don Carnes' triumphs as a coach are just part of his legacy. The other is still growing in his field of dreams.
And tomorrow night,